Coach, you go into the indoor, and you ask Byron to throw a 40 or 50-yard pass down the field on air. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Now you're adding defenders, now you're adding weather. It's not like you're throwing a 5-yard out. You got to be so precise, and you weren't off by that much, but you were off.
Yeah, we were. We try not to be off. You know, we try to do as much as we can in practice by running full speed routes and doing that as much year round as we can with what we do, so we have great, you know, comfort and relationship with our wide receivers. And you know, there's some guys on the field that haven't necessarily been in a ton of game situations together, and that's something that, you know, that's not going to go away in 5 days either. Like there's guys that gotta, playing in practice, we try to make it as hard as we can. Playing in a game and in that environment, yeah, we were off, and it showed up, man, in some times where critical moments and critical opportunities where you got a chance to change the nature of the football game, and we were a little off. So we've worked really hard. If there's anybody that feels terrible about it, it's our players. You know, like they know, like it's not a secret. Like, they were on the field. That's not a good feeling as a quarterback. You know, to miss a guy that's open. Doesn't feel good as a wide receiver to finally get that opportunity where you run by somebody and it doesn't come down, you know, like you need it to. So that's football, and we gotta learn from it, and we gotta grow from it, and we gotta get better. And hopefully, when those opportunities show up this week, we make them.
Coach, I know this may be simplistic, but in the first half running your RPOs, it looked like Alabama was taking away the dive and telling Byron, okay, pull it and go on the edge, pull it and go on the edge. But when we get there, we're going to punish you. He's got to start sliding, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's some times where, you know, he slid, and there's some times where he knows like what the safest thing to do. But yeah, they did some things where he was going to be the ball carrier. How they were playing some of our plays, and you know, we didn't go into it thinking that maybe all those plays were going to be the ones where he was going to have the ball. You know, there's one of those drives where he wound up scrambling, keeping it a couple different times. He's got the ball, you know, 5 or 6 times in a row. But that's also, Byram is built for that. Not that we want to do that to him, but physically, he loves it. He can handle that. He's capable of doing that, and he thrives in those situations. Like, you didn't see one time where there's one guy that brought him down in that entire game. So they're going to have to run to the ball. That's 225 pounds. That's physical and that can run, and that's an element that a defense is going to have to be aware of. But obviously, yeah, we need him to be healthy. So he's got to be smart.
There are top 10 teams in the country that can't rush for over 200 yards against Alabama. I know statistics are for losers, but that's got to take into your room and go, hey guys, we do this on a number 14. We get the passing game going, we're going to start putting points on the board.
You're exactly right. That's it. You know, that's we ran the ball at times with great efficiency, and that was awesome to be able to be in that environment and to do that. Those guys up front busted their butts. Our running backs ran the ball really hard. We put those guys into some good situations, and they executed. And you know, that's the thing that, you know, makes you sick about the football game, is the other side of it. We didn't make the plays that we had some opportunities to on the other side of it to kind of get that balance and that complementary offense that you want. And that's what we want our offense to look like. Be able to run the football and make a team, you know, do some things to stop the run, which should open up things in the pass game. And then we gotta play well there too. But that's what we want to look like: balanced and explosive.
Coach, I'm going to steal one more. I've never seen a game where you didn't have a 3rd and short. It was like 30, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. That kind of limits your playbook, doesn't it?
Yeah, we didn't. We had one third and short. It was the last play of the game.
Yeah.
So, the week before we had 5. And, if you know football, statistically over the course of the history of the game, the shorter the distance, the greater the odds that you're going to get first downs. When you live in third and long, like we did against a team like that, you're making it really hard. The odds are already stacked against you, and then you're playing against a really good football team. So, when we didn't execute well in the run game on first and second down, and we didn't execute in the pass game, you wind up in, those third down situations that it's going to be hard playing against anybody, much less, those guys in that environment. So we did not play well on third down, and we didn't play well enough on first and second down consistently to put yourself into some manageable situations. So there's no doubt about that.
Your receivers, you have all